Now to an outpouring of support at the end of Hanukkah as we learn more about the man accused of stabbing 5 people at a rabbi's home in Monsey, New York. Hundreds gathered last night in nearby West Nyack to pray for the victims. Grafton Thomas was charged with hate crimes yesterday. Investigators say they found his handwritten journals with anti-Semitic writings. Tom Hansen is in Monsey, about 30 miles north of New York City. Tom, what else do we know about the suspect?
Good morning. Well, Grafton Thomas's attorney says his client is a former U.S. Marine, and he says he doesn't believe that anti-Semitism led to this brutal attack. Meanwhile, investigators say they found in the 37-year-old's journals references to Hitler and Nazi culture.
He needs serious psychiatric evaluation, and that is the primary focus.
Grafton Thomas's attorney, Michael Sussman, said Monday his client is not a domestic terrorist, but instead has a history of mental illness, including auditory hallucinations.
It may be that he was non-compliant with medications.
According to a new criminal complaint, police found an apparent reference in Thomas's journals to the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, a group sometimes associated with anti-Semitism.
Shalom, y'all. So last week I did a video on the Hanukkah stabbing, and the first time I put the video up, they took it down. Okay, and I'm like, all right, maybe it's because of the footage that I showed. So then I edited the footage out where I was exposing a previous shooting that the media had said, you know, this quote-unquote news reporter killed this other news reporter in Virginia. And I had the real footage there showing that that was fake. Even though on the news worldwide, they were saying that he killed this woman and stuff like that. So I was just proving that, you know, the media, the news, they do lie. And of course, we know who controls Hollywood.
Jews run Hollywood.
Fucking hell.
That are backing and behind, you know, the news and stuff like that. So the new version I put up, they took that down and they gave me a strike. So I've been blocked for a week on posting videos. And you would think all the crazy stuff they post on YouTube, these people are not getting blocked. You know, they're not getting taken down. But of course, channels like mine where I expose things and show truth, it's being attacked. Okay, but if you would like to watch the full breakdown or full video that I did put up, is actually in the school, the unedited version. And see, this is why I don't like putting my work on YouTube. This is one of the big reasons why I started my own online school. You know, people don't understand that. Like, no, I'm not putting all my work on so they can give me a strike, take my work down. What is the point of putting it all up here if they're going to take it down for whatever reason? Doesn't make sense to me. You know, so we have to smarten up. But however, the full video of that is up, you know, and they were trying to basically demonize the awakening of people of color who are claiming to be the Hebrew Israelites.
According to a new criminal complaint, police found an apparent reference in Thomas's journals to the Black Hebrew Israelite movement.
Okay, or the real biblical people. Even though Hollywood knows.
I'm the only normal person left around here. I'm a black Jew, I can't read, I'm half drunk. I'm a black Jew,
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the colored. Seems to me they're always getting into some sort of trouble. I don't think much of Hebrews either.
And those who are assuming our identity knows.
Do you know that the black man in America is Israel? That he's Jews? Do you know that?
Yes.
Yes.
And he accepts me. I'm Jewish.
That he's Jews. Do you know that?
Yes. And he accepts me. I'm Jewish.
I thought Jews were supposed to be smart. Jews sound just like the Negro.
So all this talk you hear in the news about, you know, oh, he was part of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement and da-da-da-da-da-da.
We are also learning more about the 2 shooters who stormed into that store. David Anderson and Francine Graham were both found dead after that hours-long standoff with police. Sources telling us that Anderson was a one-time follower of the Black Hebrew Israelites, a fringe group labeled as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Authorities are looking into whether he wrote anti-Semitic and anti-police posts on what appeared to be his social media profiles.
It's all to demonize us. And that brother, I'm sure he didn't do it. You know, the government is known for MK Ultra, and if you've seen the movie Manchurian Candidate, they're good in using people to push their agenda. So now we're like, oh, well, you got black people attacking, da-da-da-da-da. So, these people are domestic terrorists now. It's only to demonize the awakening so that the public thinks that we are domestic terrorists because of what we believe in, all right? It's as us being the biblical people. That's all we're really saying here. We're just saying, listen, we are the real biblical folks when you actually study the scriptures. It's not these people that are assuming our identity. And if you want to be really smart, you go ask these people, where the other 12 tribes at? Because it was not one group of people. There were 12 tribes of Israel.
The lost tribes of Israel were black.
Do you know that the black man in America is Israel? That he's Jews? Do you know that?
Yes.
That is not being talked about in your Christian churches. Neither is it being talked about from the people that are assuming the identity. All right, so America needs to wake up, all right?
I always want to ask you, you Italian, you a Jew? I mean, what are you? You can't make up your mind?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm from the lost black tribe of Israel, the Yos. I'm from the lost black tribe of Israel.
Yo, and it's the black people out here too. It's like all of them missed the movement.
Because they probably hypnotized.